there's nothing worse you can say to someone than, hey, I've never met your fiance and you're about to marry him, but he's got a bloodline that you really do not want to mix. You don't want your babies to have that bloodline. And feel like Jennifer has a degree in biology. So if she has a degree in biology, she knows that genetics are heritable, and she knows that intelligence is heritable. And she's going, well, whatever his name is, Nasser, he doesn't have bad bloodline. He's from Stanford. He's smart. And what I'll tell you is, my friend Shahid went to Berkeley. My friend Dina went to NYU. Egyptians and Arabs who have money get into very difficult colleges. And so is he a normal Stanford student? He's got the lowest standard possible for probably him, and no offense, but Hispanic students probably have very, very low, they're very low standards for Hispanic students. Like the old mayor of San Antonio had like a 90 GPA and he got into Stanford, and for me it was like, in what freaking world do you get into Stanford with a 90 GPA? 90 GPA is like, you can't even get into Baylor almost. And Baylor's like used to be not that hard to get into. Okay, so bloodlines are heritable. So Arabs think that their bloodline comes from Abraham and Hagar, and there's Ishmael, and that the Jewish bloodline's inferior because they came from Isaac. And dude, I really don't think you guys understand. Like, I've been very a part of the same community as Nasser, which is like the Arabs in American school that are around Americans all the time. They speak perfect English, and they're super rich, and women are toys. And so I think what Jennifer needs to know is, she's a doctor, and is she hot? I haven't seen her in person, but she has very attractive pictures. So she's an attractive girl that's a doctor who has a degree from Stanford, and it might not be the worst thing if someone knows who your dad is, but I don't think people will know who your dad is if they meet you, and your dating life's not over if you don't marry this guy. And so it's like, I feel like there's nothing more offensive you can ever say than that bloodline is shit. Like, are there white bloodlines that are shit? Like, it's not about I'm just saying, like, Egyptians are very violent, and Egyptians are like, it's just like the way they are with women, and it's just I wish she could experience Egypt. Like, I think it's probably not a place that I'd go if I was her, because of her father, and she might have to worry about getting kidnapped. But she could bring bodyguards, but then the bodyguards would scare away the sexual harassers. She doesn't even have to go to an area off the grid. You can go to a tourist area with no hijab on. You'll get harassed. Like, you'll get sexually harassed all the time. And it's not about the general Egyptians sexually harassing you. It's about like the way the American students are, which is like, women are inferior. Like, you are, no matter what you think. Oh no, he's not like that. Yeah, he's been drilled. He's had it drilled into his head his entire life. So that Muslim Brotherhood guy I said that was ugly, that's who he is. That's who I was talking about. Muhammad Atta studied engineering at Cairo University at the same time as Nasser's father, and so I'd really like to I'd love to be able to pick that guy's brain, or like ask him like who I could talk to that knows all about Muhammad Atta, because my understanding is American intelligence knows like absolutely nothing about Muhammad Atta, other than like Germany. Like, everything they know about him is from Germany, and like American intelligence is always like, we know everything. They don't know shit about some of these people, and I'm just saying, like, his father very well might have gone to school with Muhammad Atta. I don't know. I'd want to ask him about that, or like say, well, do you know anybody that knew him? Because like that engineering group, yeah, that's a very, very Muslim Brotherhood type thing to do. Which engineering is a very want to be rich type person thing to study, but I'm just saying, like, the Muslim Brotherhood, because of Sayyid Qutb's book Milestones, and because of Sayyid Qutb's philosophy, really, really wanted to study engineering because they wanted to fight the Americans, because they were trying to find a way to destroy America. And I don't know, even if he's not Muslim Brotherhood, or his dad's not Muslim Brotherhood and his brother's not, then it doesn't mean that he's not part of that same community.